descending from the tribes of Africa, inspired by the great black leaders.
Vainglorious, this is protected by the red, the black, and the green, with a key, zoom.
Dynamic, articulate.
If hip-hop has the ability to corrupt young minds, it also has the ability to uplift them.
Cause I'm seeing bright visions of how we should be living. Unified, strong, making our own decisions. Hip-hop city, higher minds will listen. Some won't get it and find time for dissing. But I always been ahead of the preservation mission. So I always been the head of the preservation mission. And one sure way to preserve what we're spitting. Preserve what we've written. Preserve how we wiggling. Preserve our mixing, our raw sound. It's to finally establish a small hip-hop resort town. A place where artists from all over the earth can come and find peace, can come and spit their verse, can find support of all sorts for arts done for fun to achieve this hip-hop.
Hi, welcome. My name is Trinny Cee, and I'm here live and direct on behalf of DJ Divine, Hip Hop Nation, brought to you by Firstworld TV. I am excited and honored to be in this space today. And today, of course, you know I'm focusing on women, but today we are starting with the one and only E.B. Marie.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. So tell us, who are you?
Well, I am E.B. Marie. I am an artist. I write music, I sing music, I rap music, I create art, beautiful art that I love to share with all of you.
Nice. How long have you been doing what you've been doing?
To be honest, I've been a soul sister since I was a baby. So I've sang since I was able to talk. And I believe that I picked up my writing skill probably by the time I was 14 and able to solidify poetry.
Okay.
But ever since, I want to say 18, I've been consistent in the studio making music and trying to produce content for my community.
Nice. And when you say your community, what community do you represent? Where are you from?
I'm from St. Paul, but I represent all women, number one. And number
Amen.
two, I represent all colored people.
Okay.
Everybody, brown, pink, blue. That's not any discrimination on my side. I represent all.
So you've been doing this officially since you were in your teens, but officially you've really started hitting the ground at the age of 18. And so what has it been like for you to be in the different areas of the entertainment industry so far?
To be honest, it's been quite the experience, and definitely a learning experience. Growing up, I was very, very used to hip-hop music, rap music, R&B, and hip-hop was the main focus when I was growing up. And when I started performing in Minneapolis, I started to see different parts of the culture.
Right.
So different people in our culture providing different style to the music. And it just really became exciting for me. And now I kind of dibble and dabble into everybody.
Right. And so, again, I'm going to start with, the political side of it and what it is. What has it meant for you as a female to be given the space that you've had? When people say, hey, I want you to be on this show, I want you to do this, like, how do you maintain that? How do you navigate that?
To be honest, it's, I think it's honorable when someone comes to me as a woman and asks me to do a show for them, or has seen me out in public and doing my sets, and they come to me and they say, hey, you inspired me, or hey, I love to see what you're doing. It makes me feel honored
Right.
to be in the position to be able to share that with someone and
Right.
create that sensation and that happy feeling and that happy place for them.
Right. Has the male dominance ever affected what you do?
To be honest, I think that a lot of people think it's a little intimidating to be in the field as a woman in a male-dominant world.
Right.
But I think when you're pretty confident in what you're doing, you're pretty solid, I don't think anything intimidates you.
Right. That's a good answer, though. Nothing intimidates you.
Yeah.
When I started out, I didn't realize that it was male-dominated. I just came in and did my thing and just was like, la-di-da-di-da. And quickly did I figure out like there's some misogyny to it. I think with social media and just the younger generation, a lot of that has kind of like died down because we're holding people accountable. We're letting people know that everybody, as long as they're respectful, is entitled to a space. And whatever they do, it's art, again, as long as they're fitting the format of the event, and art is anything, right?
And honestly, seeing people like yourself and myself in the positions that we're in gives other women and other young ladies the idea that you can do it too.
Facts. And I think that's another thing, is that have you ever had like little kids come up to you and be like, oh my gosh, like how do you do this? I want to be just like you. Like how do you share all of that energy with them and continue to keep sharing?
So I have kids, and my children, some of them are elementary age, and their friends, they're very aware of E.B. Marie. They're very aware that I do music and that I write music and I get to go and perform. And you should see the light in these little kids' eyes when they're just like, that's you on that song? I can't wait till I write a song. Or, I can't wait till I get in the studio. So it's really nice to be able to instill that passion in someone so young and hopefully get to see them flourish.
Right. And so, and you're always switching up the style. Yes. So do people recognize you right away when they see you? Because I be doing that. I be coming out with my glasses. I be coming out with 2 pigtails. I be coming out in a hoodie. And unfortunately, I'm at this spot right now in my life where I can't do anything without somebody, you know, realizing. But I noticed your style, like every time I watch you on a performance or see you on social media, you're always switching it up. So how is that going as far as the celebrity status and people? Are they recognizing you every time they see you? Like at Cub grocery store?
Yeah, no. So a lot of the people that love me are at Cub, unfortunately. They're at the Target. But
no, we need them there. You got to start from somewhere. We need them
seriously. We need them everywhere.
We need them everywhere, right?
But yes, no, people definitely, when they see E.B. Marie, they know that's E.B. Marie. They know the hair, they know the face, they know the bars, and they know the dances. So when they see me, they know the presence that I bring and the performance that I'm capable of providing, and they know exactly what time it is.
Is that stressful? And the reason why I ask that is, you know, the other day I just wanted to go out. I had talked about this on my live the other day. I just wanted to go out. I wanted to go to a show. I just wanted to have fun and just be like everybody else, right? But that didn't happen. Like as soon as I was standing in the VIP line and everybody was like, oh my gosh, Trinny. And it was right after I had COVID.
Well, you're very connected, Trinny. So unfortunately, we're going to be all over you.
Right. But how does that, like, do you notice like that comes, like, how do you navigate being an artist versus being, okay, I'm going to go home and make macaroni and cheese and some casserole? And
so to be honest, I think the biggest conflict that I have is being able to find the balance, honestly.
I think that's hard as a woman in general.
Yeah, because we aren't just women in music or women in business. We're moms, we're sisters, we're aunts, we're caregivers, we're wives, we're all these things, and we're also chasing our dreams and our goals. Right. The one thing that I've sworn, promised myself when I had kids is that I would not stop doing what satisfied me. I don't believe in sacrificing my happiness for anybody or anything.
Right, say that again.
I don't believe in sacrificing my happiness for anybody or anything. So I think it's extremely important to find the balance. Right. And also maintaining the respect within your household. Your family knows what kind of business you're doing. Your family knows what type of things you have to do, and you need to make sure that you're respecting their time as well and so providing them time. Absolutely.
I was one of those individuals that did sacrifice time. I did, and I had to because my ex was on dialysis, you know, and let me tell you, I'm finally, thanks to COVID, finding what balance is. And it was a hard process. I became a workaholic. I always wondered what my addiction was. I became a workaholic doing so, but I had no other choice because I was dealing with somebody that was chronically ill. And, you know, priority was trying to keep them here to be around for their babies, to see all of them, see all of them graduate. And there's no regrets, but I do now advocate for like, nah, you just need to go over there and chill and enjoy a smoothie and just, because it took me how many years, especially as a woman wearing so many hats.
It's very innate for us to be the caregiver and to care for someone else. And I don't know about you, Trinny, but
ourselves.
I mean, it's hard for us to care for ourselves sometimes.
It is very hard.
My great grandma is the one who raised me, and she raised me with this idea that you will do for other people because that's what God put you here to do. And you're going to serve, and you're going to serve in his purpose. So I'm always trying to do something for someone else and give back. But finding that balance is extremely important.
Again, my name is Trinny Cee. We're here on Hip Hop Nation with the one E.B. Marie. We will be right back.
Hold on. Yo, what's going down? What's cracking, Twin Cities? Man, whenever I want to keep plugged in with that real hip-hop, I tune into Hip Hop Nation and Firstworld TV. You know what I'm saying? We keep it cracking without acting. What up? Truth Maze in the building.
Welcome back. My name is Trinny Cee, and I have the honor of hosting Hip Hop Nation on behalf of the one and only DJ Divine. Big up, DJ Divine. We're here holding it down for you. Again, I'm here in the studio with the one and only E.B. Marie.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
So, tell me, what's the best part about being from St. Paul?
Honestly, being from the East Side. I'm not going to lie to you. I love being from the East Side of St. Paul. Everything about me is East Side St. Paul.
Okay.
And there's a lot of
hidden treasures over that way.
Yes, there's a lot of
Mom
hidden
and
treasures
pop shop
over
and
there.
restaurants.
Have you ever been to the West Side underneath that
Yeah.
bridge, like
Yeah.
Harriet
Going on-
Island?
Yep.
Somebody needs to throw a show there. That is
Yeah.
a beautiful place to perform.
Yeah. Yeah, I was transplanted into the Rondo community, but I love living on this side of the bridge, on the St. Paul side of the bridge. And the best thing I love about it is that there is so much history, right? So much history. So now we're going to roll into what it is that you love about being in the arts and entertainment industry. Speaking of hip hop, who is your favorite old school? And I can't even, when people say old school, who is one of your favorite foundational artists out there?
I know some people are like, you don't even know what you're talking about. But I'm going to be honest with you. I really think that man DMX was the truth.
Facts.
Rest in peace, DMX. I really think that he went through a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
And I think everybody can relate to struggle.
Right.
I think everybody can relate to addiction.
Yes.
And even if it's not drugs, with something.
Something.
Yeah, and I think that DMX really, truly was connected with the higher up. And he was sending messages, and I was accepting them and receiving them.
Yeah.
And I live by some of those messages each and every day.
Every day.
And one of the most important things I remember every day is trust people to be who they are. You trust people to be exactly who they show you that they are. If it's a liar, you trust them to lie to you. A snake, trust them to bite you. A thief, trust them to steal. And that's something that has kept me in my place and in
Right.
my position when I'm
Right.
coming into new relationships,
Right.
especially in this industry.
Right. And remember, a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind. My granny says that. So people would be like, but I don't drink. When somebody is so drunk within their own selves to just like
Overspill.
show you who they are, trust that. Trust that.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it might be hard to like be like, and maybe that they didn't come across the way you thought it, but just trust what you see out here, especially as women in this industry, because you need to have that extra knowledge.
Yes.
You need to have that like street
Yes.
smarts,
It's
right?
important for you to have it because it's really hard to stay
Yeah.
safe sometimes in these situations.
Facts.
You're in the studio with somebody you just met, and you're an artist, independent, freelance. You don't got security. You don't have a team. You don't got a manager. You're in there by yourself, baby,
Right.
doing your thing.
Right.
You got to make sure that you know how to stay confident and stand your ground, and make sure you know how to say no when something is very uncomfortable for you.
What would you tell your younger self?
I would seriously sit her down, and I would grab her by the shoulders, and I would say, it's okay, and it's going to be okay.
Say that one more time.
That it's okay, and it's going to be okay, and that it's okay not to be okay.
Ooh, it is okay to not be okay.
She has struck a nerve, guys. I was really small when I was a little kid. I was really small with this big voice and this big hair and this big vibrant energy. And a lot of people did not like that. I'm going to be real with you. But I think
that's
that
you.
built, I think that built me to be exactly who I am and
And
know
make you
exactly who
positive
I
in your
am.
skin. Right.
Absolutely. Know what I want and to be able to stand up for others that don't quite feel that confidence.
And I think especially here living in the Twin Cities with all of the horrible incidents against our people here, I've definitely learned that it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get caught up in this idea that,
We have to
especially
be.
women, we have to be okay. We
Yeah.
got kids that are watching us.
Woo.
We got kids that are big energy receptacles.
Facts.
They literally feed the energy
Yes.
that you're given.
Yes.
When you got somebody walking in your house with
Yeah.
a bad attitude, your kids feel that.
Yeah.
Your kids know exactly what's going
Yep.
on.
And trust the babies and the animals because they'll
Yes.
always tell you.
Trust
Yeah.
them. They are going to shield you from the evil because that's what they were put here to do.
Yeah, and George Floyd really, again, being born in Canada, raised in Trinidad, it's two different environments. But Trinity, we just keep it moving. We're workaholics all day long. We just keep on. May he rest in peace, Mr. George Floyd. When he passed, I really understood what trauma was and what triggered trauma. And
Yeah.
I literally, we were very close to Philanda. Philanda took care of our babies in school at Chelsea Heights, rest in peace. But I never really processed what trauma was and what triggered trauma. And so I think my sons have finally seen me cry in the last 2 years more than I've ever cried. And they'll be like, Mom, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, and crying is like, sometimes I'll cry just watching a movie and like, oh my God, that was so, but it's also allowed them to like just let certain things down. And unfortunately, like when things come up, they are now crying, you know, because it's a really good thing to do. It's not a bad thing. You know, and men, black men especially, are like, no, we shouldn't show no emotion or whatever. Please cry all day long in front of me. It is okay to not be okay.
As my husband, he will stand in front of you today and he will let you know he's gonna cry.
Yes.
There's something that I'm gonna do
human.
that makes him cry. Whether it's happy tears, sad tears, there's something the kids are gonna do that's gonna make him cry.
Right.
People are passing every day.
Facts.
And God forbid it be one of your family members that would make anybody cry. Feel those emotions. Don't bottle them up, because that's when we become that angry black person. Right. And we just can't be that.
Right. Or just an angry individual in period, you know. What do you, as a woman, how do you deal with that angry black woman when all you're doing is standing up for yourself? You're like, no, I'm not going to do it that way. I need 5 more minutes. You all are running behind. You told me to be here at this time. You didn't tell me to send my music. How do you deal with that? You know, because we get it all the time. If we don't come in happy, go lucky, smiling.
No, seriously, it's like, oh,
she's being, you know, how do you deal with because that has not gone away. That has not, and it's large in the U.S. How do you deal with that angry black woman label when a lot of times you're not angry? You might be passionate, you might be just structured, you might be detailed and focused on what you want to accomplish in that moment.
Maybe you just need to explain. I am sad to say that for a while I was a doormat. Not saying it like that, but as confident as I am, especially in the workplace, I was raised by somebody who was born in the 20s, 1920s. So I was raised with a lot of respect. Very passive. You bite your tongue and you deal with that at home, and you know, a lady is to be seen and not to heard, and you know, so for a long time I had to just suppress I want to tell that person how I feel about them. Until it got to a point where I was becoming physical. And I'm going to be honest, I was becoming physical with people that did not even, no one deserves anything like that ever.
Period.
Let me be clear.
Any form of abuse,
That is not okay.
But being transparent and growing from it is how you get to a better place.
Absolutely. And I definitely became somebody who I was not familiar with, who I never even knew. And I had to start realizing it's because you're not standing up for yourself. And now you're
advocating for yourself.
You're not using your words to advocate for yourself. You're using your hands to get what you need across. And that's got to change. So before you get to this place where you want to punch somebody in the mouth, could you please let them know how you feel and ask them to kind of switch that up, change it a little bit. And I have had to learn how to talk to people. Not come in with I told y'all to be here at this time. You told me to be here at this time. And now I'm hearing nothing's happening.
Say it again. You have had to learn.
I've had to learn that
self.
Reflect on self and just,
in the business environment,
especially when you're trying to be professional with somebody who's not quite professional. You do not lower your standards because somebody else and what they're putting you through. You maintain who you are, you maintain self, respect yourself, respect that person, and keep it pushing. But don't ever let somebody just walk right over you, because they'll do it again and again and again.
On that note, we will be right back. My name is Trinny Cee, and I'm here with the one E.B. Marie, live on Hip Hop Nation, brought to you by Firstworld TV.
All right. It's your boy, Young Riz. When I'm in the Twin Cities, I like to listen to Hip Hop Nation on Firstworld TV.
Hi, I'm back here with the one and only E.B. Marie, straight out of St. Paul, Minnesota. And we here bringing you some wonderful content to talk about what it is to be in this industry here in the Twin Cities and abroad. What is your dream collaboration?
Okay, guys, I know she's fairly new, but my dream collaboration is seriously Doja Cat. Doja is, I see a lot of me in Doja, different. She switches it up like crazy, and I'm so in love with spicing it up for the people, surprising the people, giving the people something new and something different to entertain them with. So absolutely, if ever given the opportunity and chance, that would be my dream collaboration.
Where would you perform with Miss Doja Cat?
Number one, Coachella.
Coachella
would be number one. I'm And some
Go
people
big
that
or
see
stay
me
young.
performing on
Yeah.
stage, they can see from the outfit choice that I wear, I'm a big rave person.
Right.
I love like EDM, and
Yep.
that just brings good vibes to me. Everybody's having fun and everybody's
Happy,
having a party.
nonstop.
So
Yep.
I would love to be in that kind of environment with Doja Cat.
If you were to be able to go on tour with one of the finest male hip hop artists out here to date, old or new, who would that be? On tour now. On tour.
That is
Not a one
really
time.
hard.
Yeah.
That is really, really hard. But I've always said I am Kevin Gates and Kevin Gates is me. So that's who it would be.
Really?
No, seriously.
really? I
A
didn't-
lot of
yeah?
things that he says.
Yes.
Those are a lot of the
It's
things
true.
that I think
Yeah,
and
it's
I
true.
live by.
And he's raw.
And the
Yeah.
things that he, the way he speaks sometimes, and I don't agree all the time
Mm-hmm.
the way he speaks about women, but sometimes to the extent of that's a lot of the things that my great grandma used to tell me.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, like I think that's as long as you live in your truth,
Mm-hmm.
I mess with you.
So I ask this question every time somebody comes on a show here in the Twin Cities. Where do you go to perform? Because everything is so limited. What is one of your most favorite venues to perform at?
I think everyone here in the Twin Cities can agree the Red Sea has been a go-to
Pick up
place.
Johannes and Johan, Johan and Rassam
They
and
have been
AK.
a part of the community for many,
Foundational.
many years. Yeah,
Yes.
especially here in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
They have given
All community when it comes to black events. Yep.
Absolutely.
That's where I
They've
had my first dance
provided a
queen.
bunch of opportunities for us
Yes.
to perform. There's days throughout the week where we're able to head down to the Red Sea and get on
Right,
the mic.
right.
And we're able to take
Do
over
our
the
thing.
stage and do our
Facts.
thing.
And the sound and lighting in there in the last
It's
5
so
years,
good.
It is fabulous.
And the way they got the
Yeah.
stage set up, you
Yeah.
got your big
Yeah.
stage.
And they've
then
done
in
some
front,
renovations. The
they've got
owners are
all
always
the
trying.
people there. In
Yeah.
the back, they got a little VIP
Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
The other place I think is really good, and it kind of had a slowdown during COVID, but Bullwinkle's.
Yes.
Bullwinkle's is also a really good place to perform. I've only had the opportunity to do it once.
Yeah.
I will be back, trust
Right.
and believe.
Yeah.
And I can't forget the Poorhouse.
Yeah.
The Poorhouse
Which
is
one?
a good
Because
stage.
there's two of them now, right?
Downtown.
Downtown, the original one. Okay, yeah.
That's a good stage.
I've hosted there one time, and then I've been to 2 shows, and yeah, it's a wonderful venue. I'm yet to go into the new one in Uptown. Yeah, and so do you like to perform more music or more poetry, or do you do a blend? What can people expect from you when you perform?
I think that people can expect the unexpected.
Oh, cool.
And that's just
You
being
came prepared.
That's just as being honest as possible. Expect the unexpected
Right.
because you never know what you're gonna get when you see me on stage.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter what, good day or bad day, you will not be disappointed when
Okay.
Evie Marie is up there with the mic.
So what is your own favorite song that you've created that either is released or yet to be released?
I think my favorite song is Your Majesty,
Okay.
and it is yet to be released. We are in the works on the visual. I want to release them together because
Right.
it is such a good song.
Right.
I have performed it a few times to give people a taste.
Taste.
Of what they're looking for, and the Twin Cities is waiting. They are
Right.
waiting for this
Right.
song to drop and for this video to come out.
Okay.
So I think that's my favorite song right now.
Your Majesty. What is that song all about?
So I had a baby and during the pandemic, and I think a lot of us kind of lost ourselves during the pandemic, being home all the time with your families and
Not
not
having
able
nowhere
to
to
go
go
out,
and
yeah,
dress up
and being
yep.
afraid of
Yep.
the wonders of the world because
Facts.
everything was just so new. We had no
Right.
idea how to deal with it. I think that I lost myself.
Yeah.
And I am Evie Marie. That's not something that's common to
Mm-hmm.
lose who I am and where I've been and where I'm going. So I had to regain my focus
Mm-hmm.
and regain my sight on what I was really put here to do. And after having my son, I had to stand back in my dominance.
Right.
I am the queen here, and
Right.
I've always been the queen. When I pull my pen out and I get my pad and I get to writing,
Right.
I feel like I'm the most important thing, and what I have to say is the most
Mm-hmm.
important thing. So I had to make sure that I put something together that not only reminded myself, but the community. Yeah, we've gone through COVID, and yes, we've all sat in our houses for a little while, but don't forget about Evie Marie because
Right.
she's here and she
She's
ain't going
here.
nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere. All right, here's a real trick question.
Okay.
Outside of hip hop and R&B and EDM, what's the next genre of music you love?
You guys, it's country.
Yeah.
I am a big country girl. I was born in St. Paul, but my family is from Mississippi. So I am country.
Country.
Very country.
Like
except for-
Shania Twain. Do you know Shania Twain?
Oh, absolutely.
Like Shania Twain country
Absolutely.
or Willie Nelson country.
I think more like Shania Twain country. Willie Nelson is a little extreme.
Yeah. I mean, but he's good.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's one
good.
of the originals. To this day, he's good. And his presence. And just
that's why, I don't even know if I'll reach the heights of him. But
I would love to be on stage with him.
Oh my goodness.
I would. I'd love to put on some boots.
Honestly, I think for me, with anybody that does country music, I would love to be in a space with them. Just because it would be a new genre for me. I've not created a country song. Yeah. And I just think I could learn so much and try to educate myself through their experience.
Being from the Caribbean, we love to redo country songs.
Yeah.
So it's just like crazy because you'll get a reggae spin on an old Willie Nelson or even something like Celine Dion or whatever, and you'll be like,
when you put a reggae spin on anything, you have turned it up. You have turned it up a notch, and you have...
Yeah, it just brings it just makes you want to sit back, chill, drink a red stripe,
absolutely,
and relax. Yeah. So it is such an honor to have you here. How can anybody find you? Where do they go to find you?
Everybody, you can go on Instagram and find me at IamEB_Marie. Mm-hmm. I am everywhere that you want to find me. And yeah, be looking for Your Majesty. It's coming out, and look for an EP dropping in July.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing space. I wish you all of the best. Same. I can't wait to watch your career grow and grow and grow.
Absolutely.
My name is Trinny Cee. I'm here representing with Hip Hop Nation with the one and only E.B. Marie. Big up the one DJ Divine, OT, Firstworld TV, and everybody behind the scenes at CCX Media. We'll be right back with our next artist.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, DJ Dime. And when I'm not all over the world or all over the country DJing, I'm right here in Minneapolis watching Hip Hop Nation right here on Firstworld TV. Catch up with me at pro_DJ Dime on Facebook, Instagram, all that social media. Go on and grab your popcorn, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Trinny Cee. I'm here on behalf of the one and only DJ Divine, live and direct, Firstworld TV, CCX Media. Big up for everybody that's watching. I appreciate all of you. And I'm here with the one and only...
Young Riz. I go by Young Riz.
Ooh, do that one more time.
Young Riz.
Yeah. Young Riz.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Tell me, what does the name Young Riz represent?
So, my name's Kyrie. My white friends used to call me Kai Rizzle. Yeah, he's like, what's up, Kai Rizzle? Yeah, middle school. And I'm actually from Northside, so I grew up in the hood, though. But my white friends gave me my name, yeah. So, yeah, Young Riz, just Kai Rizzle, Kyrie, yeah.
Okay.
Me, yeah.
And so then it just stuck?
Just stuck,
stuck.
Yeah, stuck.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was back in the day when you used to be for Shizzle.
Yeah, you know
Rizzle.
what I mean? Snoop Dogg's slang.
All right, and here we are how many years later?
Right.
And so you're originally from the North Side?
North Side, yep. I grew up over north. I played football for Farview as a kid. My stepdad actually coached, Coach Mike.
Nice.
A lot of people know him, I'm sure. I played baseball, football there, and I went to New Salem Church. I went to Henry, you know what I mean? I lived 15th and Knox, across from North High, you know what I mean? That was where I was at for, you know what I mean? And in my adult years, I was in Brooklyn Park mostly, so.
How was it navigating being a black man from the north side of Minneapolis?
It's actually cool, man. I feel like being a black man is really kind of a blessing, to be honest, you know what I mean?
It is.
I feel like we hold a lot of power.
We do.
We got swag, we got style.
Black people,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who when we walk in a building, we get recognized, you know what I mean? Good or bad, but it's up to you.
Yeah. And during the latest incidents of crime against our wonderful men of color, how did you manage navigating that set of trauma, especially on the north side? Like, for example, when they brought in the National Guard and stuff like that.
I actually was in Atlanta at the time. I was in Atlanta the last 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, just networking, you know what I mean, meeting people. But I saw everything on TV, and it was just, you gotta find ways to express yourself, you know what I mean? And I felt like riding is a way to express yourself, you know what I mean? I'm not saying the looting is a good thing or a bad thing, because it's your neighborhood.
Right.
But
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? You gotta
to represent.
You gotta show them you're serious,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's only so many, I think Tupac said, there's only so many times you can knock on a door and ask politely before.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Before you need to get in.
Right.
Yeah, and the key word is we tend to do things over politely at times, you know, because it is so delicate to move as who we are, people of color. and we're just tired. We're tired.
Tired.
Tell me about what it was like to be in Atlanta networking. I hear everybody wants to go to Atlanta. Back in the day, it used to be New York or LA. Now it's ATL. How's that scene? Is it hard coming in as a transplant to try and navigate it? And
I mean, I went when I'm 20. I'm 26 now. I went when I was 19, and then I went back. When I was 19, there was really nothing I could really do until I turned about 21, because everything was 21 plus. So it was kind of whatever. When I moved back though, it was cool, you know what I mean? But I didn't have any really money at the time, so I was really in Atlanta. I was really like
living how it
is
to be an artist.
I was
Right.
on the train, on the bus. I was like the people there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I wasn't, So it was cool. It was intimidating at first, because they got different style. Everybody looks like a rapper there. Every girl looks like an Instagram model there.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh wow.
So. And they have a good, you're Jamaican, right?
I'm Trinidadian.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, they got a good, a really nice Jamaican restaurant. If you ever go there, called Mangoes. Yeah, they're really good. So used to get their what are they? The patties.
Patties, the beef patties. Yeah,
that's my thing.
Is it more culturally diverse in ATL?
Yes.
For everybody that's wondering.
Definitely. Yeah. Black Hollywood for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is everything like spread out? Like I know I hear a lot about Buckhead and different areas.
Everything's close.
Okay.
I feel like Minnesota, everything's kind of 15 minutes away, 10 minutes away. There, everything is really 10 minutes away. Everything.
Okay. Yeah. So you can walk and do your thing.
Yeah, and I live downtown too. I lived on the Georgia State campus, so everything was
right. So
attainable.
you were going to school as well as doing arts, or you was just down there?
I was just down there,
trying to
just
further your
networking.
career?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was one of your hardest things to tackle while you wasn't at home, trying to represent as an artist in that area?
Really, just getting money. You know what I mean? That's really all it really was. Just survival.
I think that's hard in general.
Just survival.
To be paid our worth.
Yeah,
period.
especially
Whether
I
you're
was
on the
moving out of my
stage
mom's house at
right.
19. I was just
I'm gonna
just trying
do it all. I know it all.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It was fun, but it was hard for sure. Yeah.
Definitely makes you grow up.
Yeah, definitely. Quick. Yeah.
I remember when I finally, I was always away from home from the age of 10, but I remember when I finally moved out on my own. I moved to Winnipeg. I was born in Edmonton, raised in Trinidad.
Okay. And
when I came back from graduating in Trinny, I went to Winnipeg and I slept on a stolen sheet that I took from the hotel.
Oh, man.
And a towel, but it was my place. And actually it was one of the nicest places I had ever lived. It was in the hood on the north side of Winnipeg, but it was mine. And I remember starting from a sheet.
That's it. When it's yours, it's like you got pride with it.
And I grew up seeing Trinny, you grow up, sometimes there's no water on the line, so you have to come down the hill to get water to bathe. So my sons will always hear me say, one bucket of water. And so I learned how to wash clothes. I learned how to bathe with one bucket. I mean, to this day, you'll catch me washing clothes by hands. I'm just, but.
Yeah, I would know how to do
but
that.
It was mine, and so I'll never forget that because it was very humbling. Finally, my mom sent me some money to go buy a bed, but it's just one of the best things. I'm on my own. I got my own key. It's mine. Wait, how am I gonna buy groceries? I just spent $30 on chicken, fried chicken at a to-go restaurant. So, learning in the budgeting. So you're back here in the cities.
I'm back here. Yep.
How long have you been home?
I've been home for about a year now.
Okay.
Yep.
And how is that going, reinserting yourself back into the arts and entertainment industry here?
Pretty good. My family's here, my siblings are here. I don't have any kids, but I'm the oldest of 4 siblings, so I'm kind of like a father figure, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. It's more. I have more motivation here, definitely.
Awesome. And tell me now, so you've been doing this, so what kind of music do you do?
So I do hip hop. I'm a rapper.
Okay.
I'll say MC more MC.
What is an MC? Some people
master of ceremonies.
Okay, because a lot of people don't even remember what an MC is or know that term MC.
Yeah, master.
So you get on stage and you take over.
You got to, you know what I mean? You're it's your time. You're in control for sure. Yeah.
What would you tell a young and upcoming artist that wanted to go to Atlanta and say, I'm going to go to Atlanta and I'm going to make it and I'm going to do this and I'm going to become big? What would you tell your younger self in that moment?
Get some money.
Get some money before you go.
Get some money before you go. Right. Yeah, because it's
have
about
something in the bank
it's about the momentum. You know what I mean? And it's about because when people like you when they see you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? If you go there and you're
say that again.
People like you when they see you're doing something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like this banner, for instance.
Right.
nobody knew who I was.
Right.
You know what I mean? I came back and I started going to the Red Sea. Red Sea, you know, shout out AK. Shout out DJ Cam. You know what I mean? But yeah, nobody really cared when I first started doing it. But when I brought the banner out, everybody was like, "Oh, what's your name?" Oh,
right.
But they really wanted to know how they could get their hands on one.
Facts.
Really, you know what I mean? But it's, you know, but yeah, just have money and just really, cause you know, your face card is everything. So you don't want to see people see you down, cause that messes with your image. So you want to go there and especially if you want to be a rapper, you want to be the dude. Oh, I'm getting money. You gotta look like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say just get on your grind before like nothing is as it seems.
Okay. My name is Trinny Cee. I'm here with Hip Hop Nation, live and direct from CCX Media Studios in the north side of Hennepin County, I believe. And I'm here with the one and only
Young Riz. What up?
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
What's cracking, family members? It's your boy Afro Preacher Man Church. And anytime I'm in the Twin Cities or chilling in the Twin Cities, I'm checking out Hip Hop Nation, Firstworld TV with my mans, DJ Divine. Check it out on all your social media connects. Church.
Hey, we're back. My name is Trinny Cee. I'm here on Hip Hop Nation with the one and only
Young Riz. Young Riz.
That alone. That should be like on a commercial.
That's my thing. Yeah, that's my thing.
Okay, so before we went to break, I was asking you about what would you tell an individual that was going down there to Atlanta or anywhere else outside of the cities to try and get ahead in the industry. And you were saying...
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
In general, though. In general, as we move and you want to move around, like you should always save something for a rainy day, right?
Yep.
And I think young people need to learn about building wealth and generational wealth because it's not talked about in our communities for sure. But yeah,
instant gratification. Everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this, but I'm gonna spend $700 on eyelashes, right? And then how are you gonna pay rent, right? So, or I'm gonna move with my partner, and life is gonna be great. Well, what happens if your partner has an emergency and you got to take care of the bills all on your own?
Right. What if they cheating?
And that's you know, there's that.
Yeah.
But literally, that's a big thing this generation. Everything is open. So, like, just I've really learned. I was just educating another artist about budget, you know, and in general, you should have a budget. I look at my budget 3-4 times a day. I go and look at my bank account balance. Sometimes I have to move things around. Like I had to have something done at the house the other day, so I had a pocket of money saved for that. So, yeah, just make sure you're prepared financially, not just mentally. Because if you cannot stand on your own 2 feet, what happens to your mental?
Right.
Yeah.
It goes down.
Right.
Momentum.
So, how did your musical journey start? Let us know. Fill us in.
I was about 15. 15, 14. 15, 14 when I started. Yeah. I was listening to No Ceilings, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started remixing songs. So like I think Black and Yellow was out. Just different songs. Hard in the Paint, Roger That.
Right.
Just different songs that were out during the time, just remixing and doing my own versions of them. And doing the metaphor thing.
Right.
Just writing metaphors, the catchiest lines I could think of. And started there. And then I realized I wasn't really talking about nothing, you know what I mean? And I remember
Say that again?
I realized I wasn't really talking about nothing. I was talking about money, girls, like stuff I didn't really have for real, just being cool, you know what I mean? And I'll go to school and I would show my friends that, and I would perform at like open mics. I don't know if you remember Capri Theater.
I do, yeah. They just did a huge renovation, actually.
Yeah, I used to do every Monday. I used to be there every Monday.
Oh, okay.
Or I used to be at Thursday nights. I used to be at Fifth Element.
Got it.
And I just used to go back, you know, during the week. I used to go there after school, and yeah. And then I graduated and I realized I wasn't really talking about nothing, you know what I mean? I was performing bars and it was cool and it was catchy and it was pretty good. But there wasn't nothing, I wasn't doing anything with it. It wasn't making anybody feel anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I was just showing up.
I'm here, it's me.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Right.
No.
And I got more artists like J. Cole and Kendrick, and I just released just life stuff I started putting in my music, and that's where I really found my sound, I think.
Outstanding. Yeah. So what are you currently working on?
Right now, singles. I'm doing singles. I just released my EP,
I saw that.
7-song EP. Yeah, called 763 EP.
And is that for the area code 763?
763 EP.
Got it.
Yep. Brooklyn Park BP.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm pushing that right now. Yeah, we got videos coming.
How are you pushing that? Don't give it all away, but like how are you marketing yourself? Is it just you? Are you a one-man team?
Just me.
Okay.
Well, I'm not a one-man team. I definitely had help with this. Had photographers, graphic designers,
and that's a whole nother set of
videographers.
costs.
It's
an
a
investment.
family. It's a family. It's,
right.
it's really a family. It's not even just a team. It's like a family. You gotta really you talk to these people. You relationships with these people. You get you gotta build the chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can work with anybody, but it's not gonna come out how you want it to come out unless you really.
Yeah, unless you have people that are on the same level at that moment.
At that same, exactly.
And that gel, yeah. And so, what are you planning to accomplish in like the next? I know I'm going off a script, but you know how I do.
Yeah.
What are you planning to accomplish like within the next year when it comes to your music?
Before the year's over, I want to put 2 more tapes out.
2 more tapes.
2 more tapes out.
Mixtapes or
mixtapes, EPs, whatever.
Got it. Okay.
I think content is content really, because the fans gonna feel it. If it's music, you know what I mean, whatever music it is, they feel it, they feel it. I'm thinking I want to put some videos out, maybe, I don't know, I want to put a number on it, but...
Do you write your own music?
Yes.
You write all your own music?
Of course,
Do you create all your instrumentals? Everything?
Instrumentals, I find them, I buy them.
Okay.
Or I have friends that make them. I make a few too.
Got it, okay. Yeah. So now growing up, who was your favorite hip-hop artist?
Favorite? It's a hard one. But... Slick Rick.
Slick Rick? Uncle Ricky?
Yeah, just the storytelling.
What y'all know about Slick Rick?
Animation. Slick Rick, Eminem, Lil Wayne. Yeah, it's so many. Really, my influences though are really everything from Prince, Michael Jackson. Posters of Michael Jackson. My mom putting posters of Michael Jackson up everywhere.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and Prince.
Right.
Yeah, just everything. Johnny Cash, every genre. My mom's mixed, so she everything and
everything. Yeah. My mom had Jim Reeves playing when I was growing up. Bob Marley. Calypso, soca. There was no dance hall yet, but yeah, we were definitely one day would be like hymnals, and you'd be like. And she's in the kitchen cooking. I'm like, what is that? But it definitely made me grow, just learning what's out there and how to navigate things. If you could resurrect an artist, it doesn't have to be hip hop. If you could resurrect an artist and do a collaboration with them,
I have to say Dolph.
Really?
Dolph, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just because the hustle. I just respect the hustle. I respect the simplicity. Like he wasn't real lyrical. He just would straight up tell you what it is. You know what I mean? And it just definitely Dolph. When he passed, I was like, what?
I know.
What?
It was
like Nipsey. Like I respect Nipsey too. You know what I mean? But I didn't really listen to I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dolph was more. I was in Atlanta,
right?
So it was more that southern.
Yep.
I got it. I understood it more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when I hear music of people that have passed away, it's like they're right there still. Like it hasn't gone anywhere.
Like they're gone. Like what?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's and it's unfortunate because I feel like COVID, we've lost a lot of artists because of health reasons, but also like we've just lost a lot of artists. Yeah. Period. Young and old. Like every time you turn around, there's.
Sounds like there's an agenda.
Right. It's really unfortunate because I believe music frees me on a daily basis. You know what I mean? And it opens me up and it just takes everything negative away. On that note, we will come back and talk more positive. My name is Trinny Cee. I'm here live and direct on Hip Hop Nation with the one and only
Young Riz. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Jay Zone. Every time I'm in the Twin Cities, I make sure I get that real hip hop from Hip Hop Nation, Firstworld TV. Holla at you.
Welcome back. I'm here to talk more positive, amazing things with the one and only
Young Riz. What up?
What up? I'm here filling in for DJ Divine. It's such an honor to be here in this space. Thank you all for tuning in and watching us here. So, I asked you if you write your own music. I asked about your performances. I asked about what's coming up next. Who do you love to work with in the community? Do you prefer to work with, people that are seasoned, or are you preferring to, or does it matter? Are you looking to be a mentor and try and share that experience with the younger generation?
Both. I feel like when you're not seasoned, you don't have an ego. You know what I mean?
Say it again.
You don't have an ego when
What's
you're not
an ego?
seasoned. Ego is a Yeah, you don't have an ego, and it's just it's really there's more room to paint there. You know what I'm saying? There's no it's you can mold them, and, you know what I mean, and then what you want them to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can of course help them. The seasoned people are cool, but they're really busy. They're hard to get a hold of. I say just build your team off whatever you got around
Facts,
you. You know?
Yeah. And I think too, people have to understand the people that are seasoned, we kind of probably are more detail oriented, and our time is more valuable. Not necessarily cost wise, but our time is valuable. So if you're trying to work with us that have been seasoned and are pioneers in the industry, give us time. You know, be organized, put it on the calendars, all of that, because it matters. Because we'll probably be managing families and businesses and budgets and projects, right? So, note to all those that are coming up at any type of business, small business, because you are a business,
right?
You are a brand. You're building your brand. What do you think are the most detrimental things when it comes to building your brand, your business?
Just really, just money. Consistency.
Yes.
Like you gotta stay up. You gotta stay up to
Right.
par. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you show something,
Right.
you gotta stay showing that.
Stay showing that. That's one of the reasons why I kept doing the show during COVID, is because I was like, well, I can't be out there. Let me keep something going where I'm visible.
Like even the braids. Like I got my hair. You know what I mean? I usually have the braids.
Right.
But
The braids.
I try not to even change my hairstyle as much.
So people recognize
Exactly.
who you are.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You got to keep that consistent, even though it might get boring. And the people that you see every day, they're like,
Right.
"Oh, you do nothing different." But the people, they know you. Like I keep a star in my hair too. Like every time she does my hair, she's like, "You want the star again?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yep.
Like every
That's
time.
that's
like,
me.
You know.
That's my brand, right?
Yep.
All right. So now when it talks about the local scene and local artists, who would be some of your top 3 local artists, or top 1 or 2 local artists that you would love to collaborate on? Maybe it doesn't have to be doing a song, but maybe it's an actual event or a performance or something like that.
I really like. I don't know if you heard of the Hood Choir.
I have not.
So
The Hood Choir?
If I name these names, you're
Okay.
you're probably gonna know them. Prince Riley.
No.
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 Mac Turner.
Yes. I've heard that name often.
Yeah. Nemo.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
Okay.
I like them a lot. They're real. Their energy is dope.
there.
Is now. Like
Right.
their time is now.
Right.
For like I see them like they should be farther away, way bigger than they are right now.
And what do you think about our current scene? Everybody literally that comes in here, Red Sea. I love Red Sea. They
Yeah, I
give
love
dance
Red
hall.
Sea, yeah.
But what do you think about the current scene right now when it comes to performing, trying to find places to perform, or like you said, open mic? There used to be rhyme sayers. Big up Sadiq and Fifth Element and all those guys. What
I say it's
is
really,
it? Is
I say
it
it's
dying,
really,
or
it's
is
really,
it resurfacing, or?
It's really it's what you make it. You know what I mean? For example, like AK tells me all the time, tells us all the time as artists, because usually most nights you go to Red Sea, it's all artists. There's no fans.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And he tells us like bring
your fans.
bring your mama.
Facts.
Like
bring the babies. Did you see the babies the other day?
You know what I
It
mean?
was like, wait, Red Sea turned into a
Yeah.
daycare. People actually had their kids in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a restaurant, so you can up to 10 o'clock. You can navigate.
That's why I respect AK, because
Yeah.
he's really big on like. He's like
He shares the knowledge.
He's the big homie for
He
real. He'll
is.
tell you like, bro, like
Yeah.
your
He's
girlfriend not coming to
family.
see you,
Right. Yeah.
Like where your people at?
Where's your support
Yeah.
system?
But,
Right.
you know what I mean?
And then is it truly a support system if they're not showing up? And even if they don't show up, are they even sharing it like on social media? All of that.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's where the ego, you got to tone it down, because
Right.
it's like, bro, you talking all that, but where's your people at? Like, you know. So that's really what it is. But just having that opportunity to bring people there
Right.
is what you got. You got to use it.
You have to.
You got to
Yeah.
use it. You
And
know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
say, really, like I've been in this game a long time, and it can be a game at times. But I've been blessed to be here on Earth a long time, and I don't need you to physically show up all the time. But if you are sharing the flyer, or if you are calling to check on me, hey, you have a hard week, I'm, texting me, have a great event.
Hey.
Right now, the makeup I'm wearing is from my homegirl. She brought me a bunch of makeup that she had gotten when she was here, and like, here, you can have some, like, all of that. If
Just
you
show up.
show up,
Show
show
you
out,
care.
because I know I show up and show out
Yep.
all the time. People be like, oh, you throw so many events. No, I'm sharing people's flyers because
Yeah.
I know what it took. I will say this, somebody gave me the mic. And the time has come where I've passed, like in the relay race, the baton, I passed that mic on. And the only way I have that energy to continue passing it is because people believe and support me. I would not be here without people.
Nope.
We wouldn't be no matter how much robots are out there, no much technology, you still need a human to run a light. You still need a human to flush the toilet when it ain't flushing.
Yep.
We still have to be here to support each other on any type of level. And support can mean something like, hey, I'm thinking of you, have a great day.
That's it.
And you could be going through the worst part in your life, and
That's
you're like,
it.
man, that person just like literally saved
That's
my
it.
life. Right. Definitely.
Yeah, that book, that's why you should read that book. Like,
Yes,
that book,
he brought
it
me
teaches you-
book and flowers, y'all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like,
He's giving me my flowers while I'm alive.
like
Thank you.
spiritual laws of success, like 7 spiritual laws. Like the second law is bring a gift to everybody you meet. So it could be a compliment, you
Right.
can make them laugh,
Yeah.
whatever
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just bring something. Just bring,
Yeah.
bring
and it's done
plant
in,
your
and
seed.
it's done in cultures like all around the world.
Yeah.
Like when you come to somebody's house, you bring
You know?
food, or you bring a tablecloth or linen, or like
It's
literally
nothing.
flowers.
It's-
Yeah.
Like I got those flowers
Yeah.
from Walgreens.
Right. You know
Like-
what? I bought 2 sets of strawberries. Here's 1 set of
You know what I'm
strawberry for
saying?
you because the kids ain't gonna be home and I
It's
don't want to
not-
waste.
it's not hard, you know what
But
I
it's
mean?
terms of endearment too.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right.
You know, you got to plant your seed everywhere you go. You got to be.
And it's showing people that there's still genuine
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
love.
exactly.
Right. It makes you feel good. It makes the other person feel good. I'm honored to have you in this space. How can
Thank you.
people find you?
The Reezylife. That's TheReezy life on everything.
On
Yep.
everything?
Instagram,
Yeah.
Snapchat, Twitter, whatever.
And if you wanted to give any, my community would say big ups. If you wanted to give any big ups, who would you ever give any shout outs to?
DJ Cam Jones.
Cam Jones. I can't wait to have you on the show.
AK Black Boss, you know what I mean?
Big up AK St. Paul.
My mama, shout out to my mom. My mom actually got me this interview.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, that's my biggest fan right there, Young.
Uh-huh.
YC Young Champions, that's my label.
Nice.
My homie DRF and my homie Monty.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, just my peoples. If I ain't forget you, you know what I mean? Because I don't respect it. It's just I never met you. You know?
And he hopes to meet you soon.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
To all of y'all who watch. Thank you to the CCX Media team. Big up OT, DJ Divine. Big up Young for the link. And everybody stay well, stay blessed. And one love, Jah Rastafari.
What's up? Smoke D, House of DJs, Black Medallion Radio. And when I'm in town, I'm always checking out Hip Hop Nation on First World TV. Tune in. Shot bout.
Yes, y'all. Twin Cities. Worldwide. Yeah, nothing can stand in our way. Truth Maze in the building. Yeah, like to say, big up to Cash the Great. To my brother, live forever. King Yak, live forever. Truth Maze is in the building. Big up Afro Preacher, DJ Divine. CCX Media, here we are. Hey, 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 hey. Yo, yes, y'all. God's hands for you and yours. Truth Maze. You see, with my words I could heal or kill. Talk fuck shit or truly keep it real. I could grab up a burner and flame my brother, or he and I can train so we elevate each other. I could talk about pussy all day and all night and not admit I'm toxic and don't treat women right. I could tell everybody how to pop a new pill. Or tell the next generation the matrix is real. Cause what I know is I hold the power at will. Still sharp and still, god damn it, it's ill. For lyrically the blade I hold, it takes skill. Specially designed so I can kill Bill. And the fake shit in me I need to reveal. It's what a God does with the ability to build. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield. Big up to the nation, gods and earth. Buddha or Boye, Abo Shishe, my family. Yeah. Check it. I'm such a fucking G, I don't believe in the devil. Billy Warmonger, my DNA made me a rebel. Middle of the Midwest, lacking in my culture, where I had to learn to season and fry vulture. Kicked out of the church cause I couldn't feel the structure. Witnessing America worship, despair and murder. Living on my knees, praying for survival. Blackness and hip hop came my revival. Blessed by the beats, baptized in the streets, anointed with the truth, so you know I spit that heat. Because lyrically the blade I hold, it takes skill. Especially designed so I can kill Bill. And the fake shit in me I need to reveal. That's what a God does with the ability to build. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield. Yes, y'all. And so is the black woman, forever, creator of all things. Oracle Uno on the production. You can find this live streaming everywhere on all platforms. A Holy Bible, Truth Maze. Yes, y'all. Northside Hip Hop Legacy. Yeah. Yes, y'all. I'm gonna keep it moving. More flavors. Been doing this since '87, y'all. Rocking the mic, rocking stages since '85. Let's keep it live. Turn it up, turn it up. They don't wanna see us in our raw style, see us in our stance while we doing our own fucking dance. No, they don't wanna see us in the space, big rent pond we face while the music straight banging in the place. No, they don't wanna see us in our raw style, see us in our stance as we doing our own fucking dance. No, they don't wanna see us in the space, big rent pond we face while the music straight banging in the place. No, they don't wanna see the top cream rise, know what I mean? Run a scheme when the power ain't really about the green. The stereotypes precise as laser beams. Got the mind stuck on only what's seen, when truly it's the free mind keeping shit cracking. They be acting, but without us ain't a damn thing happening. The parallel, not knowing it's all about trapping. The warfare's mental, reality's for the rental. It ain't where you're from, it's what you get into. And knowledge itself is never simple, but yo, that's what I'm into. Strictly just to stimulate the mental with this public service announcement I send you. No, they don't wanna see us as we doing our own fucking dance. No, they don't wanna see us in the space, big rent pond we face while the music straight bangs in the place. They don't wanna see us in our raw style, see us in our stance while we doing our own fucking dance. No, they don't wanna see us in the space, big rent pond we face. Yo, from the past that's tragic, born in a star-spangled casket, trained in misogyny by inglorious bastards, remixed and miseducated so the havoc reaps what is sown. We live what we're shown, white supremacy embedded in our cells and bones, fucking up generations to levels unknown. And the trauma got the hood feeling like a phantom zone, where it makes you wanna cry, high, five krill moan. And the what? Yo, we what? Like those And in the street zone with the people in the street don't really understand what they got, all the power in their hands, so we can expand and take it to the next level. Cause we got it inside of us, the power to crush any devil. Yeah, freestyle remix show, and they don't wanna see us in the raw style, see us in our stance as we doing our own fucking dance. So they don't wanna see us in the space, big rent pond we face while the music straight bangs in the place. They don't wanna see us in our raw style, see us in our stance as we doing our own fucking dance. So they don't wanna see us in the space, big rent pond we face while the music straight bangs in the place. Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. The versatility, the ability. Ha! This one right here is for Afro Preacher. Take off this jacket for y'all. Yo. Northside family, global reality. If I spit that truth, only the lames could get mad at me. Black man in this maze with the cosmic mentality. Original B-boy with that proper psychology. Bless the youth, cause if you lose your street credibility on your village past, they won't know your identity. And I know this.